Ça nous fait des heures d'écoute. Tu sais. Il y en a qui
Ben
écoutent,
oui,
ça fait
c'est
ça.
ça. Part 2.
Part
Because
three.
the first one dropped. Yeah, the first one I put private. It was like 2 minutes. Also, we didn't think of the fact that we just went into the channel. Yeah, here between like Richmond and Surrey Delta, there's a tunnel. So you lose complete connectivity of everything in the tunnel. So that happened. I need to think about that for lives. If we do lives, tunnels are a problem. Yeah, tunnels tunnels are not good. Let's resume our actual costs for hotels for the trip from Vancouver to Los Angeles and back. Now, what we were saying is that some of the hotels were more high end, and so they cost more because we didn't really save on hotels. That wasn't the point. The point was just to do it. We didn't even go there with Two Girls One Electric Car in mind. That happened later. And if you go see they have a flat. If you go see the video I have right now on the channel, it explains everything, the new genesis of the channel. That being said, we stayed at the Hilton in San Francisco in the financial district, and that's San Francisco. You know, you're downtown, everything is a bit more expensive over there. It makes sense, except for like hostels. So that one was $516 per night. Then the Madonna Inn, that was awesome. The Madonna Inn was that, so we stayed like 1 day there. It was totally worth it. I think we could have stayed like 3 nights and 2 full days. I'm still jammed.
Ah, t'es venu.
Oh, I'm not jammed. Jam. It's okay. It's just like, it's smooth. We're testing it out. You guys are like guinea pigs in a good way. Not like Ferris. Okay, so then we stayed at the Sandpiper Lodge. That was in Santa Barbara. This one you guys didn't see a lot of because we had so much content. That was kind of a moment where we sat down, did a few things, looked at the content we have, started thinking a little bit of where we're going. Like this was kind of the inception moment of what are we doing? So that happened. Then we landed at the Freehand in LA. So we were in LA. Started to be a bit warmer. Still windy and cold, but there was a cold front. All the way we were there, there's a huge cold front. So that kind of sucked. Yeah, because we were going there to get hot weather, and and that was bad. But it's okay. What could have we done? We stayed there for 2 nights as well. Did a little bit of LA stuff, downtown LA, rooftop pool patio, pool balcony, all that stuff was fun. But I like, if LA and San Francisco would be kind of merged together, it would be nice, because San Francisco, like, so high buildings, and then woo crazy. Try to Waymo is true, but I'll talk about this later. So yeah, the Freehand hotel, great hotel, very nice, but no breakfast there. And also, on the expensive side, but cute, very charming hotel. It's like sleeping at your artistic aunt kind of thing. I like those vibes. I liked it. Then we stayed at the Hollywood Roosevelt. That was way too expensive for what it was worth. I mean, that was $650 per night. And the shower didn't drain, and the toilet flush, like, you had to push in or it would always like come out. And that didn't work out. No breakfast either. There was a coffee, kind of like pour your own coffee in the lobby. So I mean, it's old. Of course, you're right on the Hollywood Strip. You're right there. So that, I think that's why it's so expensive. The Walk of Fame and stars are all there, which is nice, but not worth that price. It's an old building. I mean, it's very old. They need to like revamp a little bit. And then Best Western Apricot Inn, because we were in the Apricot, like, world famous city. So that was more Central California. That was $183 a night. Best Western had great breakfast. Everything was there. Seriously, no problem. The AC didn't work in the first room we were at because we couldn't see the numbers on it. They switched us room. It was perfect. There's not really any vegetables in the vicinity, but that's all on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
Unknown caller.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Hello. Yes. Yeah, exactly. You can buzz. Use the 015. Yeah, use the buzzer number 015. Thanks. Okay, it's gonna do that crazy sound again. It's okay. We're gonna do it like this. Perfect. Okay, great. So Breast Western and then La Quinta. Yeah, we said La Quinta. That hotel didn't price match because they're a bigger hotel, like Quality Inn and all that stuff. But I was online, and so I got a better price online, and it cost me $188. So the average cost per night in Canadian for the whole entire trip was about $339 a night. So you see, if you live in your Tesla, I mean, you are definitely like saving all of that money for sure. And I understand that. The thing is, I like to have a shower and washrooms. So I don't want to live in my Tesla Model X. It's not yet. I'm not saying we won't do some camping and some outdoor stuff on the channel. For sure that I'm kind of cool with getting into that. For those of you who know me from a while back, we used to do like hard enduro motorcycle. And so I do want to go more off-roading and do all these super cool things. We just need to get there, buy the gear and do these things. So no problem there. But like that was kind of expensive. Like that was an expensive, yes, thank you. That was an expensive trip. So we have some comments. Solar panel recharge vehicle may be difficult. There's one guy that comes on the channel often, and he has actually placed an order for the solar vehicle. There's a solar vehicle that's supposed to come up.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Petit, something petit. It's still supposed to come out. So there's one solar vehicle being developed. It's supposed to have like 600 miles range, which is kind of crazy. I don't know everything about that. You can look that up. So most of like the Teslas and other their electric vehicles that do have like these huge solar panels on it, I mean, it can give you a little bit more range, but I don't think it's 100 kilometers more range. I think it's in the vicinity of like 20. But don't take my word for it, and we will definitely check it out more. What else? However, replaceable rechargeable battery cells would be superior design. If everyone is relying on plugging it into the energy grid to recharge cars, I mean, that makes sense. I think I understand the
nobody's gonna
question.
charge at the same time.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, most people don't charge at the same time. You have different lives, different things to do. The more chargers we have, the better, for sure. And also, like, seriously, back in the day, people were freaking out about electric cars and how that's going to be a huge like strain on the grid. But that's not what is the strain on the grid. Is the data centers. AI is the strain on the grid, not electric vehicles. And if you go with like Tesla Superchargers and things like that, most of the ones I saw in California had solar panels to kind of try to actually offset this kind of grid dependence. And I was listening to NPR the other morning, and it was very interesting. So a problem with the grid is not necessarily that you're taking too much of the energy. It's when, let's say, a so-called data center stops taking from the grid. Then it also does a surge, but a reverse surge. And that's as bad as if you try to suck too much. So when you like pull the plug, that also like makes the system crash. So that's what I understand from it so far. And so the main thing would be that everybody, of course, has at their home. If you can charge at home, it's the best. It costs less for one, and then you just charge your car. The battery stays always at 80%. It does its own maintenance and stuff, and you can charging at home is kind of like having your own petroleum gasoline like shell in your home. If you only do small commutes, you always have gas. It's like you always have electricity, and that's awesome. For a road trip, that's a completely different thing. But so far, I haven't had any issues with that. And also, Tesla recently has pushed, but I haven't tried it yet. We'll see if we can try it today or another day. The queue, because it seems like there was some fighting at the Tesla Superchargers. Because some people, there wasn't any queue. You would just park and wait, and then there's this kind of queue, but you didn't know. But now it's supposed to be in system queue for Tesla owners to be able to arrive and be like, okay, I'm next in this queue for this supercharger. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, solar versus battery. I mean, battery is amazing. Any way you want to do it, the main thing would be to always have your battery charged when it costs you less. And and usually when it costs you less is because the grid is more like offloaded. There's nothing on it or more little. That's why it costs you less. When it's full charge, well, it's going to cost you more. That's how they do variable rates for Tesla Superchargers, but also for your homes or businesses or things like that. In British Columbia, the way it works is that there's thresholds. So for personal, with your home, let's say you go over that amount of kilowatts, then it starts charging you at another price point, a bit more expensive, and then it goes like that for many different thresholds. That's just what I know so far about it. But thank you for the questions. Make sure you ask more questions because it's very interesting. And I am learning while I'm doing this whole thing. Yeah, we're learning a lot of stuff on electricity. So our most expensive, what cost us the most during the road trip from Vancouver to LA and back was the hotel. It cost us like a total of, I think I got the number here. Give me a moment. Where did I put it? It's at the bottom, of course. It did give me a night. I think it was like something close to $8,000 just for hotels. So that was the main offset of the trip, because the total of the trip was closer to like let's say $13,000 Canadian, the total of the trip. So if already almost,
Restaurants cost a lot of money.
yeah, the restaurant is the next big thing. So that's what we're going to talk about: food and drinks. Food and drinks were close to $3,000. I got like
How
2,000.
much for the hotel?
Hotel, I think is close to 8.
8,000. We made it.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't sleep that well.
No, I know. It's not for long. We didn't. Yeah, it wasn't that great. But these are like approximate numbers. That I pulled off. But about that, so I have $2,000 for 2,000, close to 3 for food and drinks. We went to like a jazz bar, the Bix in San Francisco. Yeah, we went to Alcatraz and then we just kind of found this jazz bar. That was more on the expensive side, so it cost us like $204. Again, we're always two, huh? So this is like when you're alone. Also, it costs you a bit less, but I mean, the price of a room is the price of a room. So, yeah, that one cost us $200. Then another expensive one is the Madonna Inn. When we stayed at the Madonna Inn, we ate at the Gold Rush Steakhouse. You should totally do that. That
was beautiful.
That was, you have to do it. That cost us $226. We had the filet mignon, scallops, and we had also, it comes with an entrée, like it comes with something. It was like pickles, celery, carrots, a little bit of cheese, and like pastrami. That was kind of like, it just comes with it at the beginning. There was bread. We took a bottle of wine, but we took the house wine. That was okay. It was like $38 for the house wine, and we didn't take dessert. I don't think. No,
we didn't.
No, by then I was probably very drunk, but we didn't take dessert. Then, when in Hollywood, we were suggested by a really nice couple who came from Florida to see the old classic film festival. To the Musso and Frank, and so we did. We took the steak tartare. I took an espresso martini and a few beers. You took a few beers, and that cost us $176. So this is like, yeah, this is expensive, but those are like restaurants, they're not. That's why we bought the DJI power station, and that's why we bought an induction oven, an air fryer, and we also have a rice cooker, and that's why we are gonna cook a lot more, because what we can save in going in motels, but also what we can save in restaurants, it was really not that great. Like the food was not that great, and the for the price point, I mean, it's not worth it. We prefer cooking, and we didn't even eat that much vegetables. Yeah, and even the meat that we ate, it wasn't like, it was okay. That's why we're gonna do the whole tailgate kitchen, and we're gonna cook for ourselves. Same thing for breakfasts. When hotels do, or motels, depending on where we're gonna stay, provide the breakfast, we'll definitely eat there, and we won't do a tailgate breakfast. But if not, I love my oatmeal in the morning with my fruits and my nuts and seeds and all of that stuff. I mean, that's perfect. I don't need to go anywhere else for that. And we have the Nespresso machine, which we use for morning coffee, yeah, and also for afternoon coffee after lunch. So that's all in there. Now, when we stayed, okay, so there's other expenses like poolside expenses. When we stayed at the Roosevelt in Hollywood, there's the Tropicana pool. We stayed there for a whole day. We decided to take a day to like shoot content, so a lot of pool photos, things like that, and look at what we already had. That one cost us $320. So this is drinks, food, and more entertainment that day. The Broken Shaker at the Freehand, that was in LA downtown. That one was also like food, drinks. We met a guy, Andy, he was called, that worked on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, on writing the script for that. So that was a nice encounter. So we paid him a few drinks. That's what happened. And then, oh yeah, the Tesla diner. So when in California, you have to go to the Tesla diner. It's an amazing experience. Of course, you have to have an electric car to actually be able to park there. If not, you park on the side of the road somewhere. There's parking spots, and then you go in. I definitely recommend it. The burger was amazing. Fries were good too, and well, we took a cherry cola, sort of, but not cola, just dark cherry drink. So that was great. I mean, you could stay there for like an hour or so, just going around, seeing everything.
And you can order from your car.
Yes, yeah, you can order from the car if you have the Tesla. So that's all super cool. I definitely recommend that one. And that one cost us $68. So it was a bit more of a steeper side for like a fast food, but it's the whole experience. It's not just the fast food. And we did charge the car too, so, and that's free for us. So that was great. So that means we ate also other things. Those are the bigger expenses. We went to In-N-Out, we went to McDonald's. Like we ate on the road, right? We also went to Whole Foods quite a lot. Yeah. I was amazed by
it was the only one that
we found. Yeah, there's a lot of Whole Foods, the route, and it was great because we could just go to the buffet type of thing, like the salad bar and all these things. So we went there quite often, and it was really nice actually. In Canada, but I think maybe not to the same length, and we don't use them maybe at the same amount. So that I really enjoyed. It was a bit more on the steep side. Like if you go to the Whole Foods bar, like salad bar and all that stuff, and it can cost you kind of close to going to a cheaper restaurant, but it's hot, it's already made, and it's good food. So I would do that. Yes, thank you. Comments. Okay. I was paying $1,400 a night in Maui. Yeah, well, that's for sure. Like the Four Seasons, like that's how much it is. Some of the Hiltons and things like that. Oh no, the Fairmount. I went to one of the Fairmounts, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, I love expensive hotels. You get amazing service and all these things. It's just like to road trip, you have to think that it's not like it's a vacation, but it isn't. We're doing it for the channel and all of that, and then the whole thing is that you're paying for your office, your apartment, and then you're also paying for the hotel. So this just it amounts to a lot of money in the end. Like I said, like close to $8,000 in just like hotels. This is a lot. That can be offset by just motels instead, a little bit less, not sleeping in the car, but at least like shorter things. You must be aware of Mark, who recently traveled to the world on his electric motorcycle. Actually, not aware of Mark, but thank you for pointing that out. I'll check Mark out. Do you have his like YouTube channel and link? Drop it there. Not long ago, vehicles had a small piece of rubber near the rear wheels dragging along the road. Do you know why? Not sure. Because early designs were made of a certain type of metal, while this driving air friction caused a buildup of static electricity. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Don't forget the hybrid designs with kinetic braking system able to recharge whilst the vehicle is coasting. Yeah, hybrids do that. The Tesla does that too, a bit differently. Um, they all do it, I think, a bit differently. They have just different, how you call it, like different, maybe patents for it in that. But most electric vehicles, or if you have some type of battery, will will have the wow. It changed a lot since we last came here. Will have the
Never came here.
yeah, we did. Isn't that where the Krispy Kreme is? No, oh no, this is another place. So oh yeah, we're not in front of the temple. No, different place, different place. So yeah, I was saying the so it does recharge, it does some regenerative, but again, like nothing nothing gets lost, nothing gets created, everything transforms. There's no perpetual energy there. You still have to charge at some point, and you still have to kind of offset by real recharge. So it's great, but if you're going downhill and you're recharging, that's because you're going to go uphill at one point. So this is what I learned from all of that so far. Okay, we're almost at the charging station. This is awesome. We have not clear skies, but a clear view. So the Starlink hasn't broken yet from after the bridge. I think connection might have been iffy at some points. I'll relook at the footage for sure to see what works and what doesn't. Yeah, so about the restaurants, this is why we have invested a lot of money, I would say, in gear for a tailgate kitchen. The guys that live in their Teslas and girls, no gender, don't freak out, have a kitchen setups. Most of them do because, well, of course, it's cheaper to go to Walmart, to go to a Canadian real superstore, or to go anywhere and just pay for regular food and then cook your own food. I mean, making spaghetti is not that hard. Plus, from what I've seen, like these guys, you're doing a great job, guys. But seriously, like you can cook things. I really believe you can cook, like really cook. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really cook, not just buy burritos from Trader Joe's and reheat them and do eggs in a pan and rice. I mean, cook meals, like 5-course meals, dessert, coffee, 7-course meals. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe because I'm a girl, I don't know, but it's gonna happen. That's what I'm gonna do. So we are here at the Tesla Supercharger.
Charge like a full charge, or how does it work on your Tesla, right?
On my Tesla, yeah.
Because
I
no,
don't know.
we were somewhere else and we went to the same thing. We plugged ours, which has the outlet and everything for a Tesla.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were there for an hour and nothing.
Oh,
You need to set it up.
How do you set it up?
Um,
You have to pay through or
Yes.
How?
Yeah.
An app or something?
yeah, the Tesla app. The Tesla app.
Oh, okay.
You need to
Yeah.
download the Tesla app and register your car.
Oh,
Then you're
okay.
gonna be
Because
involved.
when we were in Seattle, they had a prepay, like you paid it on the
Oh.
actual.
Did a
This is
screen.
why it's Canada's
Yeah.
different.
They,
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
they don't all have the screen.
No.
No, we got it.
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Of course, no problem, guys. Okay.
Tell that story.
Yeah. Okay, meeting new people, super cool from Seattle. Also, as you heard, they were saying that they try to plug at the Tesla Supercharger, but it's true. In the US, they often have the little. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, give me a moment. Yeah, hello. I'm gonna open it for you. It's on the 4th floor. You can go now.
It's on the bottom of the.
It's at the door. Bam. Okay, perfect. My Tesla is charging right now. This is a great supercharger. 35 minutes remaining to 80%, of course, and it's charging at a rate of, we're at full. We're gonna go to 500, probably 64 kilometers per hour. Hello. Yeah, it's open. It's on the 4th floor. It's right out of my door. He can do it. He can do it. Amazon pickup. Okay. Okay, so we're at 550 kilometers per hour, which is great. This is great supercharging so far. Perfect. We had 80 kilometers left in the car. So yeah, these guys seem to be from Seattle, and it's true that the Tesla superchargers, or maybe the most recent one, they have screens on them, and on the screens you can see a whole bunch of things. But if you don't own a Tesla and you want to charge at a Tesla, it's fine. You just download the Tesla app, and then it says like a vehicle, and you go there and you enter your vehicle information, you put in your credit card, and you can do it. Even I can add another.
I'm gonna tell them also that they can use those plug maybe. The BC Hydro.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. And so I could add a non-Tesla vehicle to the Tesla app, even though I have like a Tesla Model X on my app. So that works as well. Yeah, it's supercharging is interesting. If you have an electric vehicle, we're in 2026. Like a whole bunch of people have them, but it's still kind of new and weird. You just learn stuff every single day. So we've decided that we're definitely going to do a little bit more grocery, because grocery stats that I had like for the whole trip, so there was 19 days, we went to the restaurant, like I said, a lot. But we only spent like $642 Canadian on groceries. We did one Costco run, we did Safeway, Target, Whole Foods. I mean, we did a whole bunch of little convenient grocery stores. Were they good? Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they were good.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, and so that was like, see, so like 3 big restaurants is probably like a week of grocery for the 2 of us. Or yeah, one hotel night is like a week of grocery. That's why this was very interesting as a first trip, the Vancouver to LA, without really knowing anything and just doing it the way we would kind of do it if we went to shoot content, any type of content. But now that we're doing it as a channel and it's not monetized yet, and we're looking for sponsors, so you can go to 2 Girls One Electric Car to know more. Or if you know somebody who wants to advertise or do things, please do share our channel with them. Thank you so much. And so yeah, now we're trying to do it like more consciously, and also with the team of the channel behind it. Everyone doesn't recharge their vehicle at the same time, because not everyone has an electric vehicle. Well, yeah, and no, not everyone will have an electric vehicle. That just makes no sense to think like that. Like a lot of people I've heard said that, like, oh, what if everybody has electric vehicle, then it doesn't work. You can't change things like this. This almost worked. It's not possible. Not everybody's going to go and get an EV. Same thing as some people don't have cars, and they will never have cars. They prefer to have public transport or take Uber or whatever, and that's just better for them. Or there's even like communal ride shares, like Evo here in British Columbia, or Modo. So I mean, it's just like that. And now we have Waymo, Robotaxi, all of these other things that are coming. I think like it's never just one thing. It will never be just one thing. So we can not freak out about that. Then radioactive toxin waste. Yeah. I heard that one before too. From the lithium battery and all that stuff. They're getting better though. I mean, nobody wants to pollute more. I think like we can all agree on that. So everybody is designing better batteries, longer, more efficient, less radioactive, whatever. So that's another side of things. And also I heard like even with chips and and processors and all of these other things. AI and the way it's going with AI makes it so that we will discover new ways to make batteries and new ways to be more efficient. So yes, it costs an energy, but then you maybe discover something that will cost less later. It's a bit of an it's a bit of a dilemma, I think, but isn't that just how all humans are? Okay, so to kind of give you another round of these little things that went not as planned on the trip and that were extra costs. For one, so we went food, we went hotels, and we went groceries. Now for the miscellaneous expenses, our 12-volt battery on the Tesla Model X needed to be replaced. Yeah, and that made it so that actually our like core battery drained a lot faster. And when I say faster, it's did they abandon,
I don't know if they abandoned. We're gonna see if they're
or are they going to the
trying those
BC
ones.
Hydro?
So this is another things why you need to buy a Tesla.
Yeah, so they had, what was it, their car?
It was a Toyota.
It was a Toyota.
Yeah, they're trying the BC Hydro, so
Yeah.
it didn't figure it out or it didn't work.
So yeah, because Tesla it's awesome, but if you don't have a Tesla, not that awesome. And then now in Canada, most places where they do have the Teslas, or even at gas stations, they have the BC Hydro ones in British Columbia, and some other places in Canada. But yeah, get a Tesla. The
It
system
works.
is made for that. They have
The
the
network.
infrastructure.
The
They have,
network.
they have the network. So for the miscellaneous, that word, we had to change our 12-volt battery during the trip. That was $443 Canadian, and because that was also taking a lot of real battery from our range. Because of the 12-volt battery, it would just suck up more battery. So that was like crazy. So that's what we did. Are you hot? You're at 19. And so what else? Oh yeah, since we started doing vlogs again, like videos,
Yeah.
we had to buy a drive. So that was another like $350 for the channel that we were like, oh, we don't have enough space in our computers, because we didn't think we were gonna start shooting that much content, because we kind of restarted Two Girls One Electric Car while we were going to LA. So that we bought that. Then we bought these little microphones, which are great. Look, it's plugged in here, but also it's very small format, so that I can put it on my phone, and it just works better than the big ones that we had. If I'm not mistaken, no, they're not there anymore. I put them back in the office. So this is very clunky and big. This is a way smaller format, which is way better. You prefer it too, right? For the whole thing. We did a trip to Alcatraz, so that costs us the Alcatraz day cost us $131. Yeah. But it was really cool. We made a video. I dropped a book, one of my books there. It was cool. And you kept on talking about Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Because there was an Alcatraz Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So he was like, oh yeah, I've been here already.
All over the place.
It was pretty cool. We tried the Waymo. We did the video about the Waymo. That's on my other channels. Don't worry about it for now. But now everything is going to be on this channel. I'm just doing this channel now. The Waymo cost us $40 back and forth, and it was only like 2 kilometers. But in San Francisco, we did the Waymo experience. Definitely recommend the Waymo experience. If you have one thing to do in a place where they have the Waymos, I mean, test it out. It's kind of like going to I don't know, like a park, like Disneyland.
Poor guy, they didn't manage to make it work.
It didn't work. They're gone.
They're going away.
It's just an app thing, though. It takes a while. The last video we did was exactly that. Me trying all the like the chargers and superchargers to see if I could plug my Tesla in non-Tesla chargers. It was hell. I did one. One didn't work. The other one worked, but it was outputting like 1 kilometer per hour type of thing. 1 kilometer per minute ish. So that's like 60 kilometers per hour approximately. And then we wanted to try the BC Hydro Superchargers, which are not called superchargers, but they're like big chargers. And yeah, I have to retrofit my Tesla. I can't actually use those. It's impossible. It doesn't work. There's no handshake possible. My car doesn't take that type of electricity. So yeah, that's a thing. Then Beijing went from bicycle to Bugattis overnight. Yeah, but they sustained it. So it's just, when it happens, it happens. It's like that TV show. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but at the same time, it's very rare. It's like for Canada to overnight become all EV. I mean, we still have Alberta. Maybe British Columbia. There's a lot of Teslas in British Columbia.
Shall we try to go to McDonald's with the live?
Oh yeah, totally. Okay, yeah, because that's where we're gonna have a little lunch. Okay.
I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm starving too. Okay, let me just finish this. Oh yeah. So two things that were also miscellaneous that cost us some money. Border fees. So now you have to pay if you want to stay over 30 days in the United States of America. So we had to pay like $100 for the special I-94 visa, and then car washes. You have to think about that.
Yeah, true.
Because like doing 4,000 kilometers, the car is still dirty from the other time. I mean, that cost us $21. So that's pretty much it for all of like the cost that we had and everything we thought about. So yeah, we can definitely go to McDonald's. Do you want to plug it a little bit longer?
Yeah. We'll wait.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I have more talking points.
Talk more.
You went to Whole Foods. I know. I'm francophone, Snoopsy. That's how it works. You just gotta love the accent. It comes with. And okay, what else do I have?
I'm gonna ask the guy to watch you.
Cool. So full stuff going on. The numbers are 10,000. What's that?
He's talking to the phone.
Okay, that's cool. Good for trying. We have our banner that we need to do.
Yeah.
And we also have bumper stickers that we're gonna do. So that we are a bit more branded, so people know what we're up to. We could have like a stickers on air.
What?
Like I see some people they put it here, but on air, and then when we record, we could just like suck it with suction cups. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Cool. And so we have the breakdown. Of course, we're two people, so that's a bit different. But per day, it would have cost us approximately $578 Canadian per day. So that's, and it was 19 days. So you do the calculation. And then per person, that's close to $300 Canadian. But you're two, so everything goes different when you're two. $0 on fuel, because we were Tesla supercharging the whole way down. 50% of that amount, 57% of that amount was hotels. So see, if we save on hotels, we have a lot more money for everything else. And then 23% of that money was restaurants, bars, all that stuff. And then activities was less than 1%. So we did a lot of activities that were free, like Lombard Street. We just walked. The Waymo to get there was not free, but that was like we had to do that. So that's different. Okay, so this is interesting. I have this little comparison of if we would have flown there to LA, we wouldn't have had content. Okay, I get it. Don't go there. But if we would have flown there instead of going there. So flying Vancouver to LA for one person would have been, let's say, $500 Canadian. And then 5 nights in LA would have been, let's say, $2,500. And then food activities, $1,000. So flying for 1 week would have been easily, maybe if we take, and that's not a good flight. Usually I fly first class, okay? So it would have been, let's say, $5,000 per person. Let's say $5,000 per person. And then for our 19-day road trip, it was about $5,500 per person. It's a bit more than that. So this is interesting because you could have like a similar experience for the same amount of price, of course. It's always that. But in the end, what we want to do is actually shoot content and do all of this here at Tesla Superchargers, do lives. The live is a great way also for us to get some watch time and some views, to get some of that
That's why people
in.
need to subscribe.
Yes, because this is great. And also while you charge, like there's an empty Tesla there, there's another Tesla there. So this is like the whole EV community, right? You're just waiting while you charge. So instead of going buying something so it costs you more money, just listen to us. Pretty cool. Easy. I'm saving you money, you know? And then so for the next trip, what we're definitely gonna cut, super easy, we're gonna go motels instead of hotels. Also, we didn't think of going in motels before. Why? Well, a few reasons. Mostly because in hotels, often you have breakfast included, and since we didn't have a kitchen and we didn't have much appliances and food in the car, it was just easier to have breakfast included or to have a microwave in the room and a fridge and things like that. But now that we're pretty fully stocked on our kitchen, utensils, hardware, cookware, all that stuff, we don't need that. So we could go to a cheap motel. When I say cheap, it's just cheaper. It's like
It's cheap.
some motels are nice. I mean, they're not all bad and they're not all old.
Travel Lodge.
Yeah, we had a bad experience at Travel Lodge, but the thing is, like, if we go at it that way, with cutting a little bit on hotels and just doing motels instead, we can do it now because we have all these other things. So we're really only going to go at the motel to sleep and shower and use the washroom. That's going to be like the main things. On the road during daytime, you use like rest areas, you use McDonald's, Starbucks. That's fine to go to the washroom. And yeah, but motels are mainly going to be for that. Then I'm not saying that we won't do like a nice hotel once a week, maybe if we want to, just to kind of edit some content and do stuff. That can be nice with a pool. But if not, it's going to be motels. Also, like motel people, right? Some people live there. It's an amazing ambience. It's completely different, a motel, family owned especially. That could be really cool than like these bigger chains. So that's number one for the hotels. Now, for the food, since we are going to eat a lot less at the restaurants, and since we have everything to do with Tailgate, we're going to call it Tailgate Kitchen. Everything's going to be done from the back of the Tesla Model X. We don't even have a Frugal yet. We don't even have anything. It's going to be crazy. Like right now it's raining, but everything is going to be cooked off of the Tesla Model X. And that means lunch and dinner. Yeah. And well, for breakfasts, that's going to depend. Maybe sometimes going to be hotel room. Maybe sometimes it's going to be that it's included with the hotel motel. We have a breakfast, so we don't need to cook it. I'll still post videos of it. Of course, don't worry. Mostly short format for that. Like it's more like daily stuff. But if not, everything is going to be car related. Yeah, so it's going to be done in here. And the most important thing with the food and the cooking is that we're not doing propane and propane accessories. We're not doing butane. No, we're electric here. So we have this DJI battery, 1000 watt. We have the induction oven. We have the rice cooker. We have the air fryer. New love for the air fryer. We're using all of that and maybe more. We have like all these appliances. And we're going to try every day to use all the battery, but not all of it enough so that we miss and we eat cold and salad every day. So that's going to be the whole thing, to try to save your battery for as much food as you can make and the most delicious and crazy meal you can make. So like 5 courses meal and stuff like that. Like I said, we're not just going to do burritos, people. We're going to do real food. Yeah, real food. Michelin star type of things on this channel. We have also a cooler, an electric cooler that takes electricity. The Starlink takes electricity. All of our devices to shoot these videos take electricity. And well, now the food is going to take electricity. Not directly from the Tesla, mostly from the battery. We could plug the battery in the Tesla, but it's very slow to charge. Very slow to charge. But at superchargers, we'll definitely do it so that we get more, because I don't pay electricity at superchargers. So ideally, I plug everything always from the Tesla or at the motel, because that's kind of electricity is already included at the motel. But I try to find like guerrilla charging so that I don't pay more for electricity. This is the main thing. So food, lodging done. Then all these other trip expenses, like activities and stuff like that, we will definitely do them. And these are just, we'll have more money for them now, or more time to actually do them and enjoy them because of the way we are set up now. So I'm kind of really liking this new thing. What is supposed to happen, for those of you who are still there, is that we are planning a big trip. And when I say big trip, I mean big trip. Because Alaska is not going to work for us right now, I'm going to wait on the loan from the Cybertruck. If I get it, then when I get the Cybertruck, we'll rethink of these more outskirts type of things. Because when I was looking for off-roading my Model X, there's a few things I will need. First things, I need new tires. Mine are they're still legal, but I need to start shopping for new tires. So for off-roading, I would need new tires and off-road tires. Also, the Model X was not made to off-road. It's very low and it's very heavy. So I would need probably a plate underneath. I can raise the suspension, but some people recommend to actually raise the suspension, like not just use the riser on the Model X, but have a kit. And that's like, so full total, if I want to bring my Model X where the Cybertrucks are going, it's going to cost me $10,000 Canadian approximately to be able to mount it for that more. Also, these guys have a lot of range. I don't. I have about 300 kilometers of range. These guys have close to 500 kilometers of range when they go out in the woods and things like that. So as much as I want to, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm really open to it. I just need to start monetizing and then re-put all that money into the Tesla and into off-roading, because I really want to off-road with it. Like the Model X, so awesome. It would look really mean with like some big tires. Yeah, so that's in the thinking. But since we need to stay on the Tesla Supercharger route, cross Canada, yeah, so from Vancouver, British Columbia to New Brunswick. Why not Nova Scotia? There's a ferry to go there and all that. But definitely to New Brunswick. We could leave close to June 2026. So this is the possibilities. I'm sending email for sponsors right now, trying to have some sponsorship ads, also get some gear if we can, so that we can start this a bit bigger, a bit like, I don't know if you guys know, but you might, Long Way Round. Yeah, with Hugh and McGregor and that other guy. I don't know the other guy. They did it twice, right? And of course, they're big public figures, so they were able to get the BMWs, not the KTMs, but they still got them, and they were able to do all of that, which was pretty intense. So long way round, yeah. So I'm wanting to do a bit like that, and wanting to leave pretty soon, because I don't want to do it in the winter. Yeah, I want to do it in the Canadian summer. So this is in the plans, and that would allow me to keep Tesla Supercharger all the way. I'm open to trying other ones though too. If like BC Hydro sponsors, or if any other type of thing sponsors, we will try them, see if they work in our car. Of course, not the superchargers or fast chargers, because these ones just won't ever work until I retrofit the Tesla. So that's what's happening right now for the cross Canada trip. This is going to be a big trip, like really big. So it's going to span on over a month, most certainly. So instead of preparing for Alaska, we are preparing for a cross Canada trip. Everything we do from now on is preparation. So pilot, like this live, this is the very first live, well, first of 3, these all in the same day, all one after the other, because the connection broke down. But that's gonna be the podcast is gonna be either live, either not live, depending on if the Starlink works, or if we're going through tunnels or like really deep forest. But in the prairies, I don't think we will have issues with that. So we're gonna definitely do podcasts like this to on different subjects. This one was on the real cost of our trip from Vancouver to LA and back. Again, it cost us close to 13,000 Canadian dollars. You have all of the money and things in here in this video. But the next one should cost a lot less. Yeah, that's what we're aiming to do. We're not gonna go full on hashtag living in Tesla. But we're not either going to go full on, this is a vacation trip and we're going to the Four Seasons every night. We will not get tractor tires. We'll get real tires for the Tesla, but that go off-road. They exist. They happen. The Model X has a lot of additions you can do to it. Most people who do living in Tesla and camping do the Model Y. It's a bit of a less expensive model and it's more family oriented, so there's just more gear for it. We do have the Model X. It's a bit bigger, a bit more different, but I've seen some people do it, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I know that's a big cost. That was a big cost that we're trying to recoup with the channel, of course. So every subscription counts. A Model X is family oriented too. Yeah, we have like the 7-seater. It's huge. It's just more on the luxury price point. It costs more money and it is more luxurious. I mean, the Cybertruck doesn't have some of those things, like you were saying, you can't press the brake pedal and the doors close. You can't also press, like, pull on the lever of the door and it closes on itself. Like, those are some small things that make it feel very, very nice. Like on a Rolls Royce, it's the same thing. If you press the gas pedal, not the gas, the brake pedal, the doors all close. So these are some nice things that I'm gonna miss if I get the Cybertruck, I have to say.
You're gonna need to close your door yourself.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks. Yeah. So that's true. Yeah, those are both big cars, the Model Y and the Model X, that were made more as SUV-ish types. Completely different, same but different. There's just, yeah, they just sold more Model Y, so there's more accessories for it. It's just more sold, and even now the Model X is discontinued. They won't do anymore. So I have a classic car now. There is no more Tesla Model X made. Still Model Ys. Same thing for the Model S. So it's just now, ew.
Cool.
It's not sexy anymore. It's ew. That's how it goes. Yeah, no more sexy.
No
just
more
ew.
sexy.
Ew. Okay, and then yeah, that's kind of everything for me and for everything that happened. But most importantly, what happened during the Vancouver to LA trip was that we decided that we were gonna do 2 girls, 1 electric car, and that everything we were gonna do was gonna be related to that, and all we were gonna funnel our energy into was gonna be that, because of just the whole entire world, the stress, the news, all these things. We want to be more outdoors. We want to be more in a community of people, and Tesla and electric vehicles has that, or done that for us in the past, and I'm pretty sure we'll do that again for us. Also, road tripping, meeting people, seeing new things, having your brain like always on, hugging trees, being more outdoors with the Tailgate kitchen, all that stuff. That's why we're doing this. And yeah, so far so good. Seriously, it's been like a month since we started. Subscriber count is going up. Watch time is going up. Monetization is still a ways to go. We're trying to figure that out as we go, but everything is great. You guys have been great. I mean, you're leaving comments. We are learning so much. And even some of the, like, one guy from this community that I talked to gave me a whole bunch of other guys to talk to and all of that. So people are just really friendly and really into it, and I'm really liking that. I can't wait to tag the car. There will be more on that. The whole tagging of the car, and more podcasts, more short videos. Yeah, the shorts, I have to say, are more for daily stuff. So if you see a short, it's gonna be daily things. If you see the long form, we have the Tailgate kitchen we need to do. We're gonna have some hotel motel room tours and like reviews. We will have, of course, the Tesla Supercharger reviews by themselves, and then the adventures, like the stuff we do close, like Alcatraz, or like the Waymo, and things that are connected to the channel, but in different ways, more about travel. Yeah, so it's all gonna be in here. It's all baked in. Tag the car. Yeah, we definitely need to tag the car. Okay, are we ready to go to McDonald's?
Yes, we're ready to go to McDonald's.
Perfect. You wanna keep this rolling while we go to McDonald's?
Shall we try?
We can try. I mean, this still.
We'll close it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case. Okay, you guys, going to McDonald's. I'm gonna have chicken McNuggets. I love chicken. What are you gonna have?
McValue.
Oh, a McValue. Okay, no, we'll try the McValues. Yeah. Okay,
See,
cool.
For $5.
For $5. Okay, so keep on watching. There's gonna be a short about McDonald's. McDonald's, if you want to sponsor us, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Turn on the bell notifications for all the notif. And thank you so much, guys, for being here. We'll see you in the next one for sure. Or you'll see us. Well, you know how it goes.